Are Kalani and Asuelu from 90 Day Fiancé still together? Guys, the 90 Day Fiancé season finale tell-all special part 3 was just on a few minutes ago, and if you can't tell, I am fired up from what I just saw. And so I wanted to make this video and give you guys a really quick relationship and marriage update with Kalani and Asuelu, and also I'll talk about what just went down on the third part of the tell-all special. So, for what you guys are wanting to hear, are Kalani and Asuelu still together? Are they still married? Well, boo-hoo, cry me a river. I have some bad news, and that is, it appears, I am 99.999% confident that Kalani and Asuelu are still together. Now, if you can't tell by my dramatic reaction, I am not a fan of Kalani and Asuelu together as a married couple. And as we just saw in the third part of the tell-all, Sean, the host of the tell-all, asked Kalani, because if you don't remember, what went down was we were in the middle of the tell-all and people started kind of badgering Asuelu with some questions, with some comments about his anger and his temper, and one thing led to another, and Asuelu took off his mic and he stormed on up out of there and he left. And so when we ended the third part of the tell-all, we kind of ended on a cliffhanger of, Sean asked Kalani, well, where are you on your marriage? Are you going to try to make it work, or are you going to leave Asuelu? And Kalani just said, I really don't know, and boom, the tell-all ended. But then we got to see right after, we got to see the, Happily Ever After Strikes Back news show, which I don't even know why they are making this show, but I watched it, and guess who was one of the first couples on this show to react to their season? Kalani and Asuelu. They were happy, they were romantic, they were lovey-dovey, therefore tells me they are likely still together. But if that's not enough proof for you guys that Kalani and Asuelu are likely still together, I have gone through both of their social medias inside and out. I have gone on Asuelu's TikTok. I have compared the two different background locations of their pictures, and it's clear as day. They are still together, they are still in the same house, and they are still, honestly, as far as I can tell, they're still married. Now, like I said, I'm not a fan of these two together. I think Kalani needs to divorce him ASAP. I don't care that she has 2 kids with him. I don't care that they're married. I think she needs to run. And I know you guys are probably saying, well, why am I so mad? Why am I so judgmental? But I am sick and tired of how Asuelu and Asuelu's mom and Asuelu's sister Tammy are treating Kalani. It's not fair. It's not cool. They have no respect. And I'm just sick and tired of it. So the relationship status, Kalani and Asuelu, they appear to still be married. But if I hear anything else, or if I get any more specific little details, I'll be sure to let you guys know ASAP. And for everything else that went down on a 90 Day Fiancé Tell-All Part 3 special, surprisingly, we were in like a 50-50 split. Half of what we just saw a few minutes ago was incredible. It was surprising. It was dramatic. The other half was boring, and it was just like, not good. So let's first talk about the good stuff. And what the good stuff was, is we got to see that Jess got married to a man named Brian. Now, I was pretty confident she was in a new relationship, and I recently did hear, and I posted a video on this, but I heard that Jess did in fact get married. So I wasn't surprised. What I was surprised though was the details of her marriage, because she came on, she was really upset with Colt and Debbie and everything, but she did say, hey, because Debbie ruined my relationship with Colt, I ended up meeting another man. I'm happy now, everything is working out well, and she brought this new man on the show. His name is Brian. He is a musician. He is from my home state of Michigan, which, yay, I love so much. And he seems like a really calm, relaxed, hippie-ish kind of a guy, and they were just sharing that, hey, they were dating, they were starting to really get strong feelings, and what happened was Jess was going to have to go back to Brazil, and they were going to have a long-distance relationship, so this Brian guy just said, you know what, let's get married, and after a few months of dating, they tied the knot, and they got married in my home state of Michigan. So it is sweet, it is lovey-dovey, it is amazing, kind of, sorta, but the whole whole time when I heard that Jess got married, my first thought was, okay, she was dating Colt, and then she met this new man, and then she married him? So I knew that the timeline was very condensed, very short, and that is my concern. I don't think it is the best idea that Jess just jumped into a marriage. I mean, you can say what you want, because they do seem happy. I do wish them the best, without a doubt. I like Jess. I wish her nothing but the best. Doesn't it just seem a little bit rushed though? I mean, comment below what you guys think, but me personally, I like Jess, but also I really do feel like Jess was just looking for any man that was semi-relatively normal to marry in the United States and get a green card. And I hate to be so rude and mean, but it's like that's really what it appeared on the show, and that is my honest opinion on why she was ever even talking to Colt. Because Colt, let's be real here right now, is not the most attractive guy, and Jess, she's cute, she's sweet, she could have done a heck of a lot better than Colt. I feel like she might have maybe kind of somewhat had another agenda, maybe not. And so she met this Brian guy. He's a real good looking guy. He's nice. Maybe they are truly in love. They got married. Seems a little rushed to me, but they do really genuinely do seem happy. Now, will they stay together? God only knows. So comment below your guys' thoughts on the marriage with Jess and Brian. What do you guys think? Was it rushed? Was it good? Comment below what you guys think. And for everything else we saw, you guys, we were actually kind of in for a treat, because we got to see Eric and Larissa and the infamous Natalie. Now, do you guys remember Natalie? Natalie was the person, the woman that Larissa talked to on the phone, because, long story short, when Larissa and Eric broke up, Eric met another girl. You know, it was Natalie. He met Natalie. Then Larissa and Eric got back together. Larissa stole Eric's phone. She saw the text messages with Natalie. Larissa took Natalie's number. She called her, and that is when she got a lot of dirt from Natalie, basically just saying that, hey, when I was talking to Eric, he badmouthed the living crap out of you. And obviously, that was never, ever cool by Eric. I don't like Eric. Not saying I'm a fan of him at all, but that's what happened. So on the tell-all, this Natalie lady, she came on. It was super cool to hear her side of the story. I was excited to hear it. Now, Natalie, if you guys don't know, has been going crazy on social media these past 3 or 4 or 5 months. She will not stop posting. She is constantly going off about Larissa and going off about Eric. Now, I don't know why, and I cannot figure out why. And if you guys know why, feel free to put in the comments below why, but for whatever reason, this Natalie woman she just cannot stand Eric and Larissa, and for the longest time, she was really going off on them. And she came on the third part of the tell-all, and I was waiting to hear answers. Like, I wanted to hear from Natalie, like, you know, were you and Eric dating, or were you friends, or what was going on? And I wanted to hear a handful of other little details, but all I heard was Eric and Natalie going back and forth, fighting like crazy about the dumbest stuff. Eric kept saying that you were just like a pizza delivery, and you know, this Natalie girl kept making comments back at him. They were going back and forth, and finally Sean just said, okay, Natalie, thanks for coming on, see ya, and have a good day, and she left. So we really didn't get a lot of actual details on her relationship with Eric, if they were dating, if they were just friends, and the other kind of specifics of what Eric was really saying and doing. We just got to hear Natalie scream and rant and rave, and that was about it. So I was excited to see Natalie, but like I was saying, there was good and bad on this tell-all, and you know, the Natalie thing kind of almost went over to the bad side because she didn't get to say anything, and if she did say anything, 90 Day Fiancé just completely clipped it out and they cut it out. So I really don't know much more about Natalie and her relationship with Eric than I did before I even watched the tell-all. And then for the other stuff that wasn't really great either was, you know, we got to see Angela and Michael, and oh my God, they were still fighting about this kid thing. Michael says he wants to do this, he wants to adopt, you know, whatever. It was honestly just ridiculous to hear. I was getting so annoyed. Angela flipped out. She was screaming, shocker, Angela, she was being dramatic. Shocking, isn't it? And she went on and on and on. I couldn't stand and watch, and I almost had to mute her It was so annoying, but don't worry, I didn't. And she ranted and she raved, and finally, that was the end for them. Now, where do Michael and Angela stand? In present day, they are perfectly happy. They are still married. So I think this drama with Angela was just completely fake for the show because they are still clearly happy and together. And Angela did make an announcement that she is going to get a weight loss procedure done and that she is going to lose about 100 pounds once everything is done. So I don't think she has done that just yet because I have seen some recent pictures of her and she looks exactly the same. I wouldn't say I'm supportive of her doing this. Michael was really upset. He was not happy, but hey, like I always say, to each their own. And last but not least, we got some very good dirt on Tanya and Sinjin. Now, yesterday, or whenever you guys are going to watch this video, a day or so ago, I posted a video from the part 2 of the tell-all where I was saying that Sinjin pretty much just came out and admitted that his marriage with Tanya is just about done. Well, on this, third part of the tell-all, Sinjin came out and just basically laid the icing on the cake for the end of his marriage with Tanya, because what went down was Sean, the host of the tell-all, asked Sinjin, would you ever have a kid? It's a yes or no question. Will you ever have one? And Sinjin, he thought, he waited and he waited and waited, and he finally came out and said, no, I do not want to have a kid. And we obviously, if you don't already know, Tanya, she desperately wants to have kids. Not one, she wants to have several kids. She has made it clear from the beginning, and Sinjin has made it very clear from his beginning that he does not want to have kids. But, they've always kind of been wishy-washy. Basically, it's always been that Tanya's been like, I want kids, and Sinjin's been wishy-washy, like, maybe I'll have kids, maybe I will, maybe I won't. Well, on the third part of this tell-all, he finally came out and admitted that no, I do not want to have kids. And you could see in Tanya's eyes, honestly, not a fan of Tanya, but it was sad to see because you could see in Tanya's eyes that she knew right then, right there, oh, it's over, it's done. This marriage is over. We're not going to be able to make it work. We just want different things. And I feel like right when he said that, no, I looked over at Tanya and I just saw her and she just said, oh, this is it. So Tanya and Sinjin, Kalani and Asuelu, and so much more from this season. I'm at a loss of words. I mean, so much stuff went down this season. I feel like this was like one of the longest seasons of 90 Day Fiancé. It went on and on and on, and it probably has something to do with all the quarantine stuff going on, but still, it was a never-ending season, and I am so happy that we are finally done with this season. And now next Sunday, we have 90 Day Fiancé the other way. We were taking a mid-season finale. I don't know why I say we like I'm a part of the show, but 90 Day Fiancé the other way took a mid-season finale. And now, thank God, I'm so happy that the season is back and we get to see what went down with these couples. So I am so ecstatic and happy that we are done with this season and on to the next. And for these couples, I don't like one of these people. Honestly, I don't think I was a fan of one of these couples on this season, to be completely honest. I don't hate Kalani. I like Sinjin as a person. That's about it, to be completely honest. There was not one couple, I don't believe, that was like the fairy tale happy couple of this season. It was constant fighting, constant heartbreak, constant drama, which I do like the drama at times, but it's 90 Day Fiancé. It's a dating, it's a love, it's a marriage show. Give me some good couples and some real love too. And in this season, unless I'm missing anyone, we really did not get a lot of that. So 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, Tell All, Part 3, it came, it went, and thank God, you guys, it is done. So put in the comments below what you guys thought of this third, special of the Tell All event. Put in the comments below. Let me know. Was it good? Was it bad? My quick comment is I thought it was like a 6 out of 10. To be completely honest, we got some good drama. It wasn't great. It was just kind of average. I feel like for a 3-part tell-all, we should get better drama. We should get better life updates. And they kind of just left us hanging on a lot of the topics, which for me, it's not cool. Spill the beans. Spill the tea. Let us know what's going on in your life. Give us the updates. And I don't really feel like any of the couples really did that. So guys, make sure to comment below your thoughts from the tell-all. Let me know what you think, and if you enjoyed this video, it would mean the world if you scroll down, tap that like button, and also hit the subscribe or follow button. So guys, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and make sure to stay tuned for many more videos.